inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Maryland's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Back to throw, it's Cook. Swings it out to the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Utah's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, you can. When you have.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. To the ground with the back. Got some room under the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scores on the sneak.
And that's That's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. And the Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Finds his man, it's Turbin. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll keep it himself. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. It'll be 3rd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Looking to throw. They got him! It's a sack! Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
At the 20, he's got space. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground, jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Throws to the wideout. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Utes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Floating away. Fights off a defender. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Trying play action. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds his tight end. Looking for room at the 25. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air, it's Cook. Running to Green. Nice move there. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Power football with the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Cook. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Bring it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Let's go get it! Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Quarterback's got the first. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Cook. Makes the grab on the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Inside the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has thing lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, better look out! He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Fuentes. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Cook. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on his way. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Looking for the score. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pass to 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Handoff from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Cook. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Makes the catch right at the 50. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Utes are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll knock him down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally...
Touchdown, Utah! The offense cashing it in on that drive. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. They get the W.